Hello everyone, this is Shannon from That's So Po, and today I'm here with day one of the Kwanzaa Reflect-A-Thon. If you're not familiar with the Kwanzaa Reflect-A-Thon, I will link all the information below. It is a reflection-based activity run by Njeri at ONYX Pages. Today, for day one, is the principle of Umoja, or unity, and the prompt is to talk about a book that centered the upliftment of African-descended folk. The first book that I'd like to talk about is The Dream Keeper and Other Poems by Langston Hughes. This is a poetry collection that is directed at young readers, and a lot of these poems center on kind of ideas of future and hope and passion and interest in all sorts of things to really uplift children and make sure that they are looking for a bright and hopeful future. I found this collection to be very uplifting, both for me, who is not the intended audience, but also I think for kids. Next is Long Way Down by Jason Reynolds. This is a book told in verse. It's YA about a teenage boy whose older brother is killed in gang violence, and this boy has to decide what he's going to do, how he's going to react. The sort of expectation in his community is that he will enact vengeance. He will go and get revenge for his brother's death on the people who caused it. But he sort of gets stuck in an elevator as he's going down to do that, and is forced to confront a lot of the ideas and think about his community and the people that he's interacted with, and really sort of what his future and his community's future are. And it's just a very, very powerful, beautiful book. Absolutely lovely language, and I just think it's also very, very uplifting, both in tone and in message. And lastly, I'd like to talk about The Black God's Drums by Paige Clarke. One of the things that Njeri has mentioned before is the idea of imagining futures or alternate histories where better outcomes existed. For me, I love the way that Paige Clarke has written The Black God's Drums. It's an alternate history steampunk novella where New Orleans became an independent city-state, and it became a very powerful place that had connections also with Haiti, where Haiti was an independent country and they were able to have a lot of trade and become powerful. And it just imagines a world where instead of dealing with the Civil War and all of the issues that came both before and after that, this takes and empowers a lot of the people of New Orleans. And it was such a beautiful story for so many reasons. The steampunk aspects were awesome. There was tons of great magic, but also just because of the empowerment of a lot of people who have experienced disempowerment. So I thought that that book was very uplifting in the way that fiction can do. If you've read any of the books that I mentioned, or if you know of any other books that you think are uplifting, please let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear about it, and I will check in with you on day 2 of the Kwanzaa Reflect-A-Thon.